Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Treehouse. Today we have special guests all around, but it's also the big launch of Gen Sup #2, and it's going to be live on Kickstarter in just about a minute or so when I click this launch button. In fact, let me click it before we go around and say hello to everybody. I just want to let me share the screen and let me just show everybody me clicking this button. It's a big moment. It's been approved.
Yeah.
It's a launch. Let's launch it. And I know everybody's waiting. There's people waiting, but let's not keep them waiting anymore. Let's see how it goes. We are live. It is live. It is as easy as that.
Nice.
We'll keep checking back in quickly as it maybe every 10 minutes or something. We'll see how it's doing every 20 minutes. We have Mo Biggs saying hail to chat. How you doing, Mo Biggs? Great to have you. And yeah, let's. I like to start these things by just going in a circle. Really, it's three main guests today, but just go in a circle, say who we are, and maybe I like to throw in a fun fact. My name's Armand, and yeah, Susie, what are you up to today?
What am I up to today? We are going to make this shirt into a very different shirt.
Oh, nice.
Today. So that's and also thought I'd provide the hat update. You guys, if you were here a couple weeks ago, you saw this get shaped out of foam, and it's been painted since. So.
Oh man! Everybody wants to see this. You know what I'm saying?
What is it a cosplay of? I'm sorry, I'm like late in the game. I'm not trying to sound like clueless or something.
It is of a new character. It is of a new character IP, and it's behind the scenes being teased week by week until the big reveal in July. So Christie, you should not have known what it is because it hasn't come out yet.
Okay, I'm not psychic. That's good.
But yeah, no, Susie's an amazing cosplayer, builder. How else would you describe yourself? Fashion designer, extraordinary.
A nerd.
Nerd.
A big old geek.
That works too. Cool. And let's see who we have. We have somebody new coming in. We have Trinity in the chat. So Christie, I met you a few weeks ago on Nile with Nile Scala. And on his channel, we had some great fun conversations about the paranormal and ghosts and things like that. And then I haven't seen you since. But how you also just had a very successful campaign called I don't even want to say what's it called. You can say the title.
Well, it's a Demon Bitch. It's called You All Suck. I always name my campaigns like as a general campaign, but it's to fund the book Triggered, and I have it available in hardcover and paperback. And I just ordered everything today because I just came back from Ontario Comic-Con, not Ontario, Canada, Ontario, California. So this is Riverside. But I came back and I had just gotten the funds back. So I just, after a day of powering down and catching up with other shit, right now I'm catching up with I'm fulfilling all the digital stuff right at this moment. And all that, I've gotten some of the rewards already packed and ready to go. But the campaign was making fun of the past 2 years of COVID-19 with my character Demon Bitch. And Demon Bitch is a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers. And she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she's stupid. She's based off girls I actually hated because they were assholes. And, and it's just I make fun of things that I see online and just what I've seen in personal life. And so it's been pretty fun. And it actually is sort of very therapeutic for people. Like, they feel like, man, I thought I could never be angry. And it's like, no, you can be angry and hate someone. Just be healthy about it. So, and then it comes with a charm. And we have a set of pins called the Tamabichi pins. And it's supposed to be like Tamagotchi, but they have the glow in the dark expressions. There's stupid, happy, and mad face. So I actually had to talk to the vendor and kind of, get the proofs out and everything. That's the Animu Demon charm. That's going to be like Sailor Moon. And that's the patch. That's a tiki patch and also a sticker. Right. And also I have pre-orders as well. So while I'm fulfilling my Kickstarters, you can still order stuff for my Square thing. Just basically look under pre-order and you'll do that. Win a date with Demon Bitch. There you go there too. And yeah, we were able to hit a stretch goal so we could go and make a hard copy.
Is this a date with you? What's happening?
Oh, a date with Demon Bitch. It was not with some people were like going, oh, you need to go. It's like, it's a date with you right now. Like, no.
To be like, where can I sign up?
Yeah, like one guy gave it, said, well, I just wanted to hang out with you. I'm like, okay, But
Maybe
yeah,
for the next one. Maybe for the next one, Christy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, if it's like if it's international or something, that's gonna be hard to do.
That is true. That is true. We got B Rose in the chat. How you doing, B Rose? B Rose made a post that he wants to take over all Latino comics, and I said, "My guy, take over all comics," and that's what he's gonna do now. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. But yeah, no, definitely something to think of as when we're thinking about these stretch goals or fun tiers. A date would not be bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what it would be. It would be like it would have to be like geography, or maybe even a virtual date. People like virtual dates nowadays. So,
Oh, Bros could use that date with Demon Bitch to make Lady Bros. Oh, God.
that's right. That's right. Heroes could use that date with Demon Bitch. All right. I don't know if. So you said she's based on somebody, or
She's based on people that I've met, like girls that I met and don't like. It's just her. It's not just her, but it's a cast of characters. Yeah, it's all about her. I actually have 2 of the art pieces still available right here, and they were the ones that were given in the campaign. But they, sorry, my nose is all itchy too. But yeah, they weren't given away. But I have a bunch of original art that was either in a package, and like those are the 2 that are left out of the 6. So 4 of them were combined. Like that's Turd Sucker.
Out of curiosity, because B Rose is saying we aiming high. Who won that date with Demon Bitch?
Well, no, there's 2. There's 2 people. Like actually, it was a woman, but it was like the blind date with Demon Bitch. She hasn't answered me back yet, and another friend, and that was like he said, "Oh, I just wanted to hang out with you, Mike." Okay, but I mean, honestly, I just wanted to draw like the people's worst date, but with Demon Bitch. So like, if you went out on a date with a really horrible woman or man, she would be representative of that. Because she just sucks.
That's a good. I think people, again, we're talking about therapy and things like that, and make fun of it, have fun with it. This is definitely the way to do that. You know what I'm saying about taking a bad date experience.
Yeah.
I'll be saying, imagine if James tries to move in on Demon Bitch. Checkmate. Oh man. There's some lore there with James and B Rose and in his own household. So we're not
going to side story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some intense things going on. Yeah. Pac, how are you doing here, Pac? How are you doing today?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
That's right.
good.
Pac,
Good.
Pac is the artist of Elixir, and we're also gearing up for the Indiegogo release early next month. Maybe in 2 weeks, maybe 2 Wednesdays from now. It could be that soon. We'll kind of have to see. But yeah, we have an exclusive cover. The boxes just came in, so everybody's starting to get their. It's already half fulfilled, I would say. So yeah, things are going quite smoothly. James, I met you 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago at CradleCon over there.
That's right.
Yeah, we had a fun time over at that convention. That was definitely cool.
That's right. Walk up to James, and when you say instantly friends, James, what do you call it? An instant friendship?
Exactly.
It was
chemistry was just there. What can we say?
You know what I'm saying? I agree. So then, yeah, James actually has this book, and I have it right on my nightstand here. It's called All I Have to Do Is Dream. And he does this all himself, and then he just sells these at cons, and we're trying to get him on crowdfunding. Isn't that right, James?
So like I was saying, basically, I'm a comic artist from New York. I do self-publish that series. All I Have to Do Is Dream. It's a modern fantasy story about a girl who gets cursed to physically enter the world of our dreams. Only she can't control when the jump happens or what type of dream she's thrown into. And it's all just kind of about her navigating these different types of landscapes and trying to make sense of why all this is happening. And throughout this series, she kind of gets, a little bit more involved in the lore of this dream world that everyone kind of goes to when they sleep. But yeah, I've been self-publishing it, and like I'm saying, I sell it at cons lately. It's a 6-issue series. I just came out with the final issue. So the next plan, speaking of the crowdfunding type of stuff, is I want to do a collected edition, like a full graphic novel. And that's probably what I'll take to Kickstarter. Because also I've been releasing it in black and white. The first issue is the only colored one. The rest I've been just doing black and white. So once the coloring happens, that's when it's going to be kind of like the full collected with 6 issues, which kind of total about like 170 pages or so, plus a couple of short stories that I have as well.
Definitely. keep us updated, James, when you're going to do that. I went to Tom Travers. I don't know if you met him there.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, I know Tom. For sure.
Yeah, he's great on Long Island. He's one of those people that just do the local cons. He has these great books. He's a great artist.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to push you guys to crowdfunding. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I also have a. Speaking of that, I do actually have because some of the other things I do some variant covers. So I do have a variant cover out, and you met him, Phil Russert. His book Tragedy. That's on Kickstarter right now. I think there's like about 8 more days to go on that. So Tragedy issue 3, variant cover J for James.
J for James.
My cover.
Did they plan that, or was that just
I couldn't have planned it better myself.
There we go. Let's check back in. We got Pedro saying, "Hey gang, he's down with the non-COVID flu that Christie was just talking about earlier backstage, I think. And I think I feel ish. He'll be here next time. We got Mo Big saying, B-Rose has a book. It's so cool. You'll never believe B-Rose made it. Back Cerebrum. That is right. If anybody's out there, I definitely back this book. It's I cannot believe B-Rose made it either. Again, I haven't read it. I haven't seen it, but it looks pretty good. And we got B-Rose surprised. This man isn't attuned or accustomed to compliments. So when he gets it, he's surprised. So hail Pedro Ang. Hope you feel better soon. We definitely hope he all feels better. And then we got B-Rose saying, thank you, Mo, for the nice compliment. That's right. Jarrett, how are you doing, Jarrett?
Doing good. Glad to be here. It's good to see everybody. Really impressive work you guys have all been showing off so far. So really cool. Kudos to everybody. I'm a co-writer of Gents Up with Armin. I did the lettering as well, and just super excited to get it out there, see how the campaign does, and share it with everybody.
That's right. And we're here today for the Gents Up too. We'll go through it. Let's just say a lot of Trinity, but I definitely want to go through the campaign page. A lot of work went into this. We'll quickly just take a look at where we're at. Already 3 backers, $185. It's a good start. You know what I'm saying?
It's a solid start right there.
Yeah,
nice.
There we go. It's only been 10 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
Trinity, how are you doing? I have never met you before, but how are you doing, Trinity?
Yeah, I've never met you either. I'm doing pretty good.
What is do you know Adam Watson, correct?
Yes, I do. Yes.
so
I work for him.
Yep. So I was talking to him in about we were talking about distribution. He has these big plans and it's great. And then I'm just like because we had Keith on here and he was a shop owner and then I had Heather on here, which was a store manager. So I like to get to know the people behind the people. You know what I'm saying? That I always talk to. So that's what I believe you are, Trinity. You know what I'm saying? You're the person behind that. So what exactly do you want to just give a sentence about what exactly you do for Adam and the distribution plan and strategy you guys have?
Well, I am somebody that handles the product when it gets here. I help put it away safely. I help store it, and I also look through it, I help decide what racks it goes on, what places it goes to. Definitely help with the age rating, things like that.
Cool. So people maybe we fast forwarded too fast, but basically, Trinity and Adam Watson, who's on the show before, but he, what they're doing is they're bringing comic books back to spinner racks and newsstands, that type of feel, and they're getting new spinner racks in different places that aren't comic shops, grocery stores, all these different places.
That's really cool.
So it's an interesting, tactic to try to, re-enliven comics again. It's the Renaissance. How do we get more eyes in front of it? This is how we're doing it. And we've got Adam and Trinity on the move. We got Mo Big saying, what was James Ovilla's book again? I wanted to post a link, but I got distracted with a text. Well, James, do you have a link? Is it just your website?
Yeah, so if you go onto my website, which is javilaart.com, you can go to the shop section, and it has links to my Etsy shop that I sell the books on. So you can go there. I have the first 5 issues on there, I believe, at the moment. Issue 6, because I said that one was one of the newer ones, so I'm going to be getting that up soon once I get a resupply of orders in. So I'll have enough to fill some things.
No, that's definitely makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if Mo got that, but I just posted the link somewhere here. Where is it? Right over here. But yeah, go check out James's
there you
book.
go.
You know, we got Neff in the chat saying yo, you know, and he's saying what's up, nerds. And again, I stand by it. The only nerd here is B-Rose. You know, nobody else can be considered a nerd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look how cool Susie is. She's cutting and dicing, slicing and dicing like what is that? A shirt? Is that a
Yeah,
a flannel?
it started as a pretty standard plaid shirt, and we're making it into a very different plaid shirt. So right now I'm putting like a really thin, low-profile hem around the sleeves so that, you know, they won't like fray and rip. And then we're gonna sew the sides back up to put new, much smaller sleeve holes on. Because the only shirt I could find that was like the right plaid when I was at the thrift store was like a 3XL, which is like 3X's to L for me.
Yep.
So
There you go.
I have to make it into a much smaller shirt.
No, but it looks great, and yeah, it was that pattern, but that's the perfect pattern. I'm surprised that you were able to find the exact one.
I know. I was amazed that I found one that
You're
close
very
too.
crafty and resourceful, Susie. I'm sure you hear that a lot, but you know it's definitely definitely the best way that I could describe the words we can use there. And Neff says we all nerds. A geek is the new chic. I don't know if that's true. Christie, do you think that's true? Geek.
I mean, it's kind of weird because when I grew up, I was watching a lot of 80s movies, let's say, and the jocks were the jerks, and then Revenge of the Nerds and everything. And now it's kind of like some of the Revenge of the Nerds, it's like they're kind of the jocks now, too. So it's kind of interesting to see the actual nerds like fight amongst each other and like sort of.
That is true. Maybe we're the nerd jocks. I'll accept that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're the nerd jocks.
I mean, it's kind of different now. It's not longer nerds and jocks and all that. It's just like there's some classification, but now it's like different classifications of nerds and everything, which is kind of interesting.
You're saying there's a hierarchy within the geekdom. That's
what I've seen it grown into. It's like really weird.
Subgenres.
Yeah. We got Neff saying age of the geek, baby. I do not doubt it. It is definitely the time. If any time, now is the time. We got Mobig saying B-Rose rips her shirts all the time. Maybe it's intentional, but yeah, that is true. I do hear that sometimes this man takes his shirts off. He has multiple shirts on. I don't know what's going on, but he sometimes, you know, he just has, you know, he's a man of many shirts. That's for sure.
That's a title right there. Man of many shirts.
It's his new nickname. We just made it up right now, you know.
Yep, someone's next book. Go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like it would be funny if somebody just kept pulling off a shirt, like just pulled off a shirt throughout a whole video, just one right after the other, right after the other,
and like nonchalantly too, just like out of nowhere, no prompt or no like attention brought to it, just gradually one at a go
with intent and purpose, like just intense, like.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just like, whoa, what? Yeah.
We got Vera saying, I have really good shoulders, though. I do not doubt that man has good shoulders. I do not doubt it.
He's really trying to pimp himself off to me. This is hilarious.
That is true. Pedro saying, nerds, geeks, dweebs, weebs, dorks. I'm lost here. That's because Pedro's a rock star. He's actually down. He was actually just down in Panama City for the last week, rocking out, doing some tours. So yeah, so he definitely does not. You know, he's a man of, you know, many names. I would say he goes by. He likes them all, though. So let's see there. Jarrett, let's take a slight, a shameless self promotion plug here and kind of talk about some Gen Sup for a little bit. And no way better than to go at and look at the page. You know what I'm saying? The design of the page. What is this book about, Jared? What would you describe, specifically the second issue? What is it about?
Well, like we say here on the campaign, humanity's on the brink of extinction, and we've got 3 new societies that pop up through genetic engineering to kind of try to survive this apocalypse that's coming. But this second issue in particular, we really delve into, the 3 races are the purists, the animalists, and the robotics. And in this one, we really delve into the animalist society with their kind of main character that we're following, Dahlia, who is part chameleon, part human. That's her genetic engineering. And we learn all about the animalist kingdom called Shangri-La, how their society is really kind of twisted in its own way. In the first issue, we saw that the purists had their own problems in Eden, and Shangri-La has its fair share of problems as well.
That's right. That's right. I think that's a good point to actually play this trailer. But before we play this trailer, I want to let's check in with the chat. We have Mo Big saying B-Rose works his shoulders carrying all those buckets of KFC home. Those are called, shrugs. It's actually like a farmer walk. It's called in the bodybuilding community. So that's how he gets those good shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It is all those buckets of KFC. We also have Neff saying that Pedro's actually a rock star, but bask in the warm glow of his greatness. We always do. We always try to. Every time he's here. Let's play this trailer and get some action going. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some.
I don't recognize myself anymore. Maybe I never have. On the outside, I'm the princess of Shangri-La, a beacon of strength and hope for a new species. But on the inside, I'm shattered to pieces. My humanity is at war with my animal spirit, each clawing their way out. I'm the next evolution. What does the future of humanity look like?
There we go. That sums up exactly what this issue is about. You know what I'm saying? Gives you some good vibes. And then we got B-Rose saying, "You already know, Mo." I believe on B-Rose's birthday, I'm pretty sure Mel B shouted out B-Rose on Twitter saying that he has to they're like starting some kind of challenge or something that he's gonna start losing weight, go to the gym, and so I don't know, B-Rose, how's that going? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I messaged B-Rose back on that comment. I'm like, B-Rose, let's do it. Summer's around the corner. Let's get our beach pods going. So that's kind of where it was left off about a week ago. You have to keep checking in, keep him accountable. That's always the hardest part. We have Neff saying, "Pray to your fleshy gods, mortals. The machines will rise and rule this planet even long after you feeble biologicals are long gone." And that is the basis of what this entire story is about, Jarrett. You know what I'm saying? I would say Neff hit the nail on the head here. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, "Echo, echo, co." Let's see. The echo is a reflection of her inner turmoil. I believe it was about the trailer, but that is right. B-Rose is allergic to the gym, but then B-Rose is saying he's already down 5 pounds, so something must be working. That actually, I don't even know if that's possible. 5 pounds in 1 week, but let's keep it up. You know what I'm saying, B-Rose? Let's keep it up. That's for sure. And you know what? The best medicine to allergy. Take a Claritin and just walk into the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go to the dumbbell rack. That's the way it usually works. B-Rose, that's one trip to the bathroom for you. Oh man, we got some people coming in supporting B-Rose. Really, what they're doing here is they want to see him lose the weight, and then that's where it's always going. I always go for the head. That is true. So Jarrett, we have some awesome covers here, right? We have some awesome covers. Right. We have really, I would say, four covers, but this main one, who's on this main cover?
So this main cover, we've got 2 versions. There's a naughty and a nice version done by Piper Rudich. I don't know if she's coming on tonight, but shout out to Piper for the great work. So this is Princess Dahlia that we were talking about. She's on the cover of, I think, all the versions of this one, but this is the nice cover, or we're calling it the spicy and the sweet. So this is the sweet cover.
And what is this one? What is this cover here?
So this one, we got the cosplay cover. We had our good friend Kawaii Kiwi do a cosplay photo shoot a couple weeks back, and she's cosplaying as Dahlia here. Really great transformation she's got going on. She looks just like her, honestly. So very cool stuff. We've got some prints as well of Kiwi in the Dahlia costume. I think we've got those a little further down the page. But yeah, very cool stuff from Kiwi.
That is true. I'm curious, what do you think of this Susie, about this cosplay cover? You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, yeah. She's definitely very talented with makeup.
That is right.
That is a very fancy wig going on. That's just really cool. I'd love to look at it way closer. See what that's made of.
She was on the show like maybe 2 weeks ago, but the thing is that No, it was great, and we were talking about, when we're talking about cosplay, it's something that we want to try to do more of. Well, you know that for a fact, Susie. But it was one of those things where, we want to see how it go, and then this is a test, right, Jared? It's an experiment.
right.
We're going to see but it turned out really well. I think people are very pleased with it. We're going to limit this down to 100, numbered and signed by Kiwi on the cover, and yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. Let's see who joined us. Dean joined us, comics mate, who is confirmed Australian. He's from Australia. He has the accent. I heard him. You have to get him on the show sometime. How are you doing, Dean? Great artist. Pretty sure he just excretes gravy these days. They must be talking about Mo's weight loss. We're saying let's see, those 5 pounds were all veggie weight. B-Rose is down 5 because he's replaced salad with gravy. It could be possible. It could be possible.
I think like sometimes I think of like that smoothie drinks, like muscle milk or something, and it's just gravy. It's like chicken or beef. Like that would be kind of funny if they did that. I mean, bone broth is a thing, so why not just do that? Like gravy with bone broth.
That's right. We got B-Rose Mobic saying B-Rose uses the gravy as a throat lubricant, so he doesn't have to waste time chewing. Oh man, that is the only way somebody can eat that fast. You know what I'm saying?
Streamline the process.
Exactly. There was back in the day. I read that the quickest way, if you were really into bodybuilding, is to not waste time chewing. Just throw like a chicken breast in a blender and hit puree, and then just drink it. Like with water, mix in some water in there, chicken breast, and just chug it.
Oh yeah, don't those guys eat like a insane amount of food a day?
Yep, exactly.
Keep up with all that.
And then the reason, and then it's a chewing, right? That just so much food, and then maybe we got to get Mo Biggs on that diet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Mo Big, B-Rose on that diet. Let's see what else. And we have Arith. Hail, Arith. Dwarf vs. Junkman. Great book. I'm gonna get a dwarf, and you can get yourself in it as a dwarf. One of your characters as a dwarf in his book. It's super cool. We'll make sure to drop a link. But he says Mo, he uses it for the butt lube when James is visiting. This is true. And James, this is not you, James. This is James Avila. This is B Rose's James. Okay. And I wouldn't even say it's B Rose's James. It's actually Lady B Rose's James.
Okay.
So yeah, there's some lore here. It's intense. We have somebody special just joined us. How you doing, Piper?
Good. How are you?
This is the amazing artist of the Gen Sup covers here. We were just showing it, and people were excited. People were excited to see it. You're also well decorated all over Kickstarter. How would you introduce yourself, Piper? If somebody has never heard of you before, what will be the first thing you would introduce yourself as?
Hi, Piper.
There we go.
I do comics and tattoos.
That's right. And we also share a very good mutual friend in Murphy Ludke. Is that?
Yes.
Yes, she's
doing a bunch of stuff for them.
Yep, with Merc. But then again, I see you all over Kickstarter. How has your journey been as an artist? And do you see that you're doing just so much like artwork now for covers? And where do you see that going? Like, do you see that continuing? Do you want to do more interior artwork or anything else art wise besides comics?
Well, I've done tattoos for 23 years and have my own studio, so I'm trying to get out of that and just do comics, really. But,
okay. Oh,
so I've
awesome.
been doing comics for two years now, so, but it's taken off like crazy, so yeah.
That is true. It is taking off like crazy. That's why we all have books. That's why we were trying to get James into the crowdfunding community, because it is really taking off. Christie's book was the most successful campaign yet, right, Christie? This recent one.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like when I first started doing Kickstarter, I failed on my first one, and then the second one I learned from the failed first one. A lot of very successful people have learned from their failed first Kickstarter. Because it's kind of like wearing pants, like you just don't know until you do it. And you kind of have to get in train for it in a way mentally. I'm not trying to scare people. It's just like you're going to have to adopt a pretty calm mode, but a pretty good mode on top of things. So what I would say is that with a Kickstarter, it's like the first one, I think it was 89 or 98. I forget. I'm switching numbers, but it did not go more than a few hundred, more than 3 digits. Like it was just 2 digits. And then now I'm at 215 backers. And
Nice.
it's kind of funny because when you offer digital rewards, like let's say if you're doing a book, you can, like if people are not sure about your campaign, I mean, I did mine for $5, that reward, but you can add on to that. But the thing is that when you go and do that, I had over 50 backers that just did the PDF. And that was simply like fulfilled today. Like I just, here you go, click, buy, just there you go.
There you go. It's definitely, it's always definitely evolving, and then, you keep the old, the return backers and customer and readers, and then you get new ones every single time. So it's definitely an evolution. But yeah, let's just check in with this chat. It's going wild, right? We got Eric Heroes cosplays as James's
talking shit to each other. This is funny.
This is what we do here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. It's all good fun. It's all family fun.
It says Christie wrote a comment, and I said, that'd be funny. I'm like probably 3 of Christie, maybe 4. I just realized that.
And we got Nev saying, "Damn, Aaron." And then we got all B Rose does. He just has those eyes. You know what I'm saying? He just has those eyes, just googly eyes. Just looking what's happening. We have Dean. Dean's always around. Piper should hang out with Rich and compare tattoos. That is true. That is true. How many tattoos do you have, Piper? What do you say?
Probably like a ton, 150 maybe. I don't know.
150.
They kind of go together,
I have a friend, Kayla, and she was on the show like 2 weeks ago. But I asked her this question. I'm like, how many tattoos do you have? And she actually said it'd be easier to say how much a percentage of her body was not covered by tattoos than a number. And then she was like 20% is not covered by tattoos. And I was like, that's a good way to put it. How would you put it? How many percentage would you say is not in tattoos, Piper?
I'd say 20%, probably.
20%. That is a fair number. Let's put Nev saying, Mobig said, for people new to the lore, B Rose's wife has a husband named James when she plays The Sims. You know what I'm saying? He has allegedly become real, weird science style. That is how it works. Christie wrote a comic.
I think they're talking about me, which is hilarious. That's why I made that comment. It was like, I don't know. I think I'm at least 2 or 3 of. I think Christie would be 2 or 3 of me.
That's a good way to put it. We have Ad saying more like battery science. You know what we've been. The more real we make James, you know what I'm saying, the better for everybody is what I think. And there's a joke that we do these one-on-one hangout sessions. Maybe we're gonna do a one-on-one interview with James. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like one of those styles where it's not a reveal. It's like he's one of those alien UFOs. People who don't want to come forward. They're like
in like the black silhouette or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe we do one of those. Jarrett, we have to talk more about this. How to bring James into the fold more. You know what I'm saying? How do we take him? How do we make him a little more physically present? And again, just make him more of a nightmare for B-rolls over there. But
sense of showmanship, I think. Like, when I did a Kickstarter panel recently at Ontario Comic Con, and I said, you literally have to go into show mode for like 30 days. Like you have to kind of perform, and people are going like, oh, you got to do crazy shit. I said, no, you just got to turn on. That's pretty much it.
Yep. And then B-Rose says, Mo knows too much about me. B-Rose, you're just an open book. You know what I'm saying, my guy? You wear everything on your sleeve, and that's why everybody likes you. So you know what I'm saying. In 2 days, James will have more subscribers than B-Rose. That is, I do not doubt it. That is definitely more of a possibility. I would actually unfollow B-Rose to go follow James if that's what he said. You know what I'm saying. So let's go here. So Piper. So people like not only your sweet cover, they also like your spicy cover. This is every time I look on a Kickstarter campaign, I always see the Piper Rudich's a spicy cover is always the best seller. What do you have to say for yourself, Piper? How do you do it so good? You know what I'm saying?
Lots of experience. I don't know. I just study lots of references, I guess, and poses and models.
When did you do your first comic book cover? And when was that? Like, how long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago, and it was for Scout Comics.
Scout.
Yeah, I actually did a bunch of stuff for Scout.
Oh, cool. What did you do?
Tart was the first one I did.
Oh,
but
cool.
they actually one of their headquarters is in my town, and my good friend James runs that. So.
Oh, nice.
He's the one who got me into comics, actually, because we went to high school together.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, like I have a friend named Charlie in LA. He's part of the LA part of Scout. If we're talking about, he's the one that does White Ash, and he's
Charlie
like
Stickney, good friend. Yeah. Good friend. Just really quickly, Piper, did you say that a man named James brought you into comics? That is, oh man.
Yeah.
The lore keeps growing. The lore keeps growing here. You know what I'm saying? James is everywhere. Back to James. Gasps in Spanish. B-rolls cannot believe it. You know what I'm saying? B-rolls. You gotta be careful. There's too many Jameses going around. We need more B-rolls. You know what I'm saying? The B-rolls army. How are you gonna? There's too many of them. There's only one of you B-rolls. So let's keep going back to. So that's super cool. I actually just messaged Murphy. Maybe she'll come on, say hi to you, Piper. I know she wanted to say hi to you.
Yeah, Sean's the one who got me into these comics.
Really? How did you meet Sean? That's super cool.
Because the lockdown happened, so we had to close the tattoo shop. So I posted my art in some comics group, and he seen it and made it into a cover, and it's been going crazy ever since.
Oh. Wow. That's I would say that's where I kind of I think the first time I saw it was Naughty and Nice earlier this year, maybe, or a few months before that. But then and then every now I'm just kind of seeing you everywhere. But no, that's super cool. I didn't know that. I'll be sure. Yeah. They're great people over there, Sean and Murphy for sure. James gets into a lot of things and people like Lady B-Rose. And no doubt there, this is sus. And what we're also doing, not only do we have Piper's sweet and spicy covers, right? We also have her full foil cover. If you want to see her cover on full foil, it's going to be nice, shiny, and bright. We're giving a little of this texture, like a diamond texture, you know what I'm saying? Like that scaly skin that she has. And it's a Kickstarter exclusive print run. It's going to be a number on the cover, however many people back it on the Kickstarter, that's all we're printing. And then, you know what I'm saying? There will be, if it's one of 10, that's it. If it's one of 20, that's it. It'll be numbered on the front cover. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Jared? You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be great. We've seen some of these foil covers before. I think you did one on Lost Magic, maybe. And they came out really well. I think that's going to be a nice option for people to check out. And I love how it's going to kind of replicate Dahlia's scales, like you were just saying. So, very cool indeed.
Yeah. What was your experience like, Piper? People want to know creating this character. Like, what is your process like? When me and Jarrett when we were telling you, this half chameleon like character. What was we were like? These guys are crazy. What was your first thoughts?
No, I don't know. I thought it was cool. It's because it's usually I just do usually like women without scales or you know what I mean, just dressed in hot outfits. So that was fun and a little challenge.
Yeah,
the scale texture is good and all.
Definitely something new. And we definitely were working with that. Between the runs, like how do we get it like looking really good? But then it came out beautifully.
Perfect. So,
we're very happy, and everybody shows us to. They're like, oh damn. Now they're like, this is legit, you know what I'm saying? And then the first thing they always ask, who's this artist? And I'm like, Piper Rudich. You gotta know her. I think people are gonna really start knowing your name, Piper. If they haven't already, especially within the crowdfunding indie community. I think you're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Piper's everywhere. She's we're working together on a cover for a book I'm doing later this year as well. Little shameless plug. So Piper she's on the rise for sure. She's awesome.
Thank you.
And we got some cosplay art prints. It's something we wanted to play around with. Again, the spicy covers, but also the cosplay covers. And then there was a photo shoot, right? So then from that photo shoot, we literally just took the other ones and we're putting them all into photo prints here. and it's gonna turn out really well. And of course, like I mean, how can it not? Susie, you still able to take a look at these photos? How do you like this was done in like some kind of like semi jungle, and
Yeah, those are cool.
and then she was in the suit, and then yeah, she's just crawling around. Yeah, it definitely came out really well. We got some fun poses, different poses. Yeah. Let me see here. We got the story. What does the future of humanity look like? That's basically the tagline, I would say. What is the future of humanity? And maybe it's her. So we got some fun preview pages here, and it's just mostly to show that the book's complete. It's ready to go. Is that right, Jarrett? Isn't that right? It's ready to go.
That's right. We've been sitting on it for like a year now, so definitely ready to go. Can't wait to have everybody see it and move on to the next chapter, hopefully.
That's right.
We got some more cosplay, pics from the photo shoot as well. So definitely more to see for the next campaign.
That's right. And if this is your first time hearing about GenSup, and then we have issue 1 available as well. We have the main and the variant cover, and you can get those, the catch-up tiers or the add-ons. And that's basically it. There's really no risks here because, again, Jarrett said it's already made. The only risk I could see is this: Siri and Alexa become friends and invade Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
PETA shuts us down and says it's a matter of national security. Putin decides no one else can have GenSup besides him. There's all these potential reasons, but I really don't see any risks. My friend Tyler, he says the only risk is actually you, the backer, if you don't fill out the survey. So what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Maybe. Where are we at? We're at 27% of goal. Look at that.
Nice.
So
is it the first day?
It is the first 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We just launched at 6. But yeah, about $260 here. But yeah, it's going nice. We're off to a good start, a rolling start. And as the night goes on, everybody seems to, after the workday, I always see the biggest rush after work in the nighttime. People are just between 10 and 12. People have nothing to do but to go and back projects on Kickstarter. So that's generally my consensus there.
It must be those foil covers. People go wild for Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
It is true. Let's see here. What does the chat say here? We got Neff saying, if you give me her contact info after the show, I'll reach out to Piper for commission pricing and availability. I got some pinups that need doing. Oh man. Piper, we're gonna get you around. We're gonna take you around the whole circuit of indie comics here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna want your work. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah, no, Neff's a great friend. And actually, the parties can continue after this. We're just gonna go on me and Jared Neff show at 8. But no, he's doing some very cool things. He has a Mavericks book out, and it's almost like a robot mech, but he's doing a bunch of things, and he's being very successful in the indie crowdfunding campaign. He only has 1 book out, but it's crazy what he's doing. Let's see here what we have. We have Mo Biggs just shouting out GenSup 2. That's right. Let's get some more backers on it. Trinity, I wanted. How are you doing? Trinity? Because I wanted to. I hear your name. I hear your name a lot, right? Because me and Adam talk a good amount. And I hear your name a lot. I'm like, I gotta meet this. So tell us a little about you. Are you how what got you into comics? Are you into comics? Let us know.
I am. So I am currently writing my own comics. I am a artist for them. I am doing a lot of art for Adam's comics too. I'm the colorist for them, not like the inker or the sketcher or anything. I'm the colorist for them. I'm going to be doing freelance work soon. I'm making my own commission sheet right now. But that's pretty much what I do. I'm writing my own comic. Don't currently have one out yet. I am going to be doing prints and things like that though. Right now, I'm currently working on a tarot card set for my comics that I will be releasing after I have some titles out. So
very cool. I definitely I'll check your artwork out after this. I should have actually. I like to pull it up as you're speaking, but no, I definitely. Where do people find you, Trinity? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a website? Where do people see your prints? Are you in Adam Spin? Are you in the spinner racks? Is that how people can find you?
Not currently. People can find me at my Instagram at Madcatter Comics, and they can also find me on Tumblr and Twitter for the same name, Madcatter Comics.
Very cool, very cool. We got Neff saying, I got a hot, blonde, badass lead who we need to see more of, in quotations, on the next campaign. Oh man, that sounds right up Piper's alley. Right up Piper's alley. But yeah, we'll definitely get. How would you describe your art style, Piper, for people who have yet to experience it? You know what I'm saying? Who are your inspirations? Who you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, where do you take your
style wise? I mean, I prefer, I like the digital art. I've had a long background in that. So like Art Germ, he's my favorite, really. His style.
Mm-hmm. He's actually my favorite too. I don't even
as far as, like how it's done, I guess. But
oh, that's great. That's great. And you know, Archer, what he's doing. He was actually the first. Like he's actually what got me back into comics when I kind of started reading more comics. Like he got me interested in seeing covers. Because yeah, what he was doing was just like blowing everything else on the shelves away. So it's very cool to hear that name, being thrown out there. Got Paxing. I tried not to interrupt the conversation, so I left quietly. It was nice hanging out with all you talented people. He even put an exclamation point so you know he's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. That's how you know. So Jarrett, so what is next for Gen Sup? And where is the? We talked a little about the story. We talked about some cool covers here.
That's right.
What else do you want to say that will entice people to grab them and back this book?
That's right. Well, don't want to give away too much. Obviously, you guys jump in on the Kickstarter, get that book, and you find out more. But we got plans for a whole arc of where the story is going. We've written a good part of the next issue already. So, this issue, we're going to be exploring the Animalists, but, little tease, we still have to explore the Robotics Kingdom, learn all about them. And we have a lot more surprises in store as well. We've got some twists and turns, some big action coming. We've kind of been laying the groundwork and building up the lore in these first two issues. And it's really from here on out where we can kind of hit the ground running and really get into the meat of the story. So
that's right. And Jarrett is also, he teased a little bit out of it earlier, but there was something. There's a new IP coming, isn't that right, Jarrett? There's a new IP.
That's
coming
right. That's right.
Later.
Don't want to say too much yet.
What's the date? Can you give people a release date for that, Jarrett?
Date. We're looking at October. We're almost done with the first issue right now, and want to have that second issue ready to go too. Like I said, Piper's doing the cover for the first issue. Really looking forward to that. And to say the tease, it's a little bit of a reimagining of a very old story, a biblical story.
There we go. Say no more, Jarrett. So Piper, so where are you right now? Because it looks so like, I don't know, tropical where you are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on my farm actually. I didn't have the dogs put up when I come on, so I had to make it out to my farm. I have like 6-acre farm.
It looks great. It looks great. Oh man.
Florida, right? You're in Florida, you said? Yeah, Florida always has nice weather. I mean, sometimes the humidity got to me, but the ocean over there, nice.
Yeah, it's a bit hot right now.
Have you lived everywhere, Christie? Is that what I'm getting? You just lived everywhere?
Well, no, I didn't live there. I went there actually with my parents, like for Disney World. So we drove around Kissimmee and all that other area, Orlando and all that other stuff. So I remember it. But I remember the white sand beaches. Those were real nice. And I got burnt like a lobster on my back.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Hilarious. Susie, what are you up to here? It seems like you're so
Yeah. So I switched tasks because the shirt the shirt has come to a point where I would have to take off my shirt, and I just don't think that's quite appropriate for on stream. So
True, it is true.
I started working on her little neckerchief instead.
Zeros. If you heard that, Susie chose not to take her shirt off. You know what I'm saying? You could take a lesson out of it. I think people were, because he actually took his shirt off on screen, and he claimed he had an undershirt on, but people were not happy about it. You know, so we'll have to see. But no, that makes sense.
I'm not quite as bold as B Rose.
That's right. That is the handkerchief chief, or like the it looks great. That looks great.
Yeah, and it's fun because it's like not a complicated thing to make. It's just a triangle of fabric, and I'm putting a hem on it, and I'll probably put a button on the back so that it doesn't get like crinkled from being tied. But that's about it.
I we're talking about cosplay, and I think everybody knows by now that there's a cosplay initiative on this show where we try to bring on a new cosplay. I don't think we've had a cosplay side by side with you, Susie. We'll have to try to make that happen. Maybe as early as maybe next week. But there's there was you had posted on Instagram that you're starting up a con season. You're getting ready for the hectic summer con season.
Yeah. So like around here, there's only like 1, maybe 2 events in the winter, and usually Anime North is the first one in the summer. It would have been like last weekend, typically, and that's kind of the big one that everyone gets the most excited for because Anime North is like the most fun around here. But so that's it's in July this year, though. Usually it's.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. May definitely did snuck by fast. We got to polish off for some early, the hectic summer con season. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Me and Pac are actually, we're always trying to, try to push Elixir out of more cons. But one of the things we're talking about is which ones do we choose, and maybe there's maybe we're always trying to expand and go to new places. Maybe we go to Canada. Are the Canada cons nice, Susie? Or
yeah, we got some really good ones here. So have
you ever thought of going?
As I said, Anime North is everybody's favorite because it's the most fun.
Are you thinking of ever coming down? Do you go to any of the U.S. shows?
I haven't before, but I'd like to at some point. Probably probably start with some stuff that's like closer to the Canada-U.S. border, so I don't have to road trip very far to go. But
that's right. Oh man, we'll always keep talking about that. Let's see what's happening in the chat because B Rose had his googly eyes again. But then we have Comics Mate saying this is Dean, by the way. He's Australian, so you have to say it's an Australian accent. Jared, can you say it's an Australian accent?
Crocky, mate. Put another shrimp on the babby.
Oh, but can you say his comment in this?
Oh, no, I can't. It's a very specific accent.
Oh, okay.
With a decision. So it's
basically, he's saying I disagree with her decision. Susie, when we were talking about the decision, that you're not as bold as B-Rolls. That's Dean. That's Dean's thing. You know what I'm saying? We're just throwing some out there. He said that's a hate crime. I think Jared. I think he's angry at you for only using the stereotypical Australian accent, but not actually the actual phrases that an Australian man is saying. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So we gotta choose the words carefully here. I think that was that was a lot of fun. I think we're wrapping up on time here. Let's do one last check back, and then let's to the campaign, and then let's just go around and say like where everybody can find you guys. I definitely want everybody to be able to know where they can reach you. You're gonna have a lot of new fans after this is the hope. You know what I'm saying? I got Mo Biggs saying I disagree. I think he's saying that in an Australian accent. Jared, can you say this in an Australian accent?
I disagree.
I disagree. There you go. There you go. You just. Jared is the master of what do you call them, Jared? Voices or
impressions, voices.
Impressions. That's right. Jared does a great arsenal. There's a great Pennywise, isn't that right, Jared? Do great Pennywise.
Right. We'll save that for another time.
That's right. That's
Promoting
right.
A clown book.
We got, but yeah, it's doing good. And GenSub's doing good, off to a good start. In its first hour, it had 269, 9 backers. Let's go 13 days. It's a 14-day campaign. Let's see if we can, really get us over the hump, and let's keep making this buck. You know what I'm saying? That's the hope. Like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe to the channel. Christy, can you tell people to like and subscribe to the channel?
Please like and subscribe to this channel.
There we go. People don't listen to me, you know what I'm saying, Christy? But they'll listen to you. I have a good feeling.
Oh, thank you.
Susie, where can people find you? How are you doing?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Susie_cosplays. And you could probably find me at some events in Canada this summer if you live around the GTA.
That's right. You can also find her right here on this channel. So make sure you keep tuning in every Wednesday because we're going to keep building out this outfit here. And Susie's just great to be around. So there you go. We also have comics mate saying clown book, double eyes. So yeah, I think people are worried because I think Mo knows that there was a man, I believe Goofanoid was about a clown book. So you have to be careful with how you portray clowns in books, Jared. There is definitely some lore there as well. Keep the party going at Nefs. That's right. We will definitely be there, but okay, only because Christy asked. I'm telling you, Christy. People listen to you, Christy. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing around here.
I must have this air of authority around me or something. I don't know.
Christy, where can people find you? You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, the best way is to find me on my link tree. It's Horatora Studios, HORATORA Studios.com. And or you can Google my name like Horatora Studios or Demon Bitch, Christie Shinn up here. There's another artist called Christie Shinn. That's why I say Horatora Studios. But if you look up Demon Bitch, generally like comic, you should be able to find it, or Horatora Studios.
You're the only Christie Shinn in our hearts. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to bring up you bring up a good point about Horatora, and I saw you have this banner here. I think you were at a con a few days ago. But in this back you have this like logo. What is how do you come up with this name? You know what I'm saying? How did you come up with that?
Well, it's funny because like my ethnicity is Korean, so it's like Horangi is like tiger, and Tora is like Japanese for Tora. I'm not Japanese as far as I know. I never took the 23andMe or any of that. As far as I know, I'm Korean, but the war cry Tora, it's like Japanese for tiger, so it's tiger. And I'm trying to remember that. I want to say Robert Louis Stevenson, but I might be wrong. But it's a tiger burning in the night where he misspells tiger. So I thought of that. And the symbol is actually my last name. But in Hanja, it's like, because my last name Shinn, it's like the biggest clan in Korea. So I'm one of the larger sub-clans, Pyeongsam Shinn.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So many stories.
That's intense. We definitely got to talk more about your more stories. I feel like you have so many to tell, Christy.
Yeah.
James, where can people find you? And where can people find you, my guy?
So best place to find me is on Instagram at JVAvilaArt. And that's where I post the most updates, the most like up-to-date info of what I'm working on, what conventions I'll be at, and stuff like that, and updates of new projects.
What's your new project? What are you working on?
I mean, like I said, currently right now the project is coloring the rest of that issue. So that's what basically is going to take up my summer, and hopefully around the fall is when that's going to be.
Well, that's when we can expect. Are you saying like in the fall is when we can expect this to launch?
That's what I'm hoping.
We're going to get you there, James.
Yeah.
Jarrett, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's the best place, at @the_boffin. We got our company page as well, at Numina Media. And we got our YouTube channel here as well. We have a Numina Media YouTube channel, and Armin and I have a prank channel. It's called Real Enough. We do pranks, interviews. We actually have a video from CradleCon that Armin and James were at last week. So
that's right.
Check that out. Just dropped on Monday.
I have to start sharing a little bit more. We got Mobig saying the best place to find James is at B Rose's house. Not when James sends B Rose to Baskin Robbins, though. James will be busy. Oh man. That is true. And again, James, you're not talking about you, James, a villain.
I got the lore.
Yeah, the lore. You got it. People are learning about this lore, and it's spreading. You know what I'm saying? It's a tall tale that's sticking with people. Trinity, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at MadCatterComics. Catter has 2 T's, and they can also go to darkslinger.com and comicsmainstream.com.
That's right. That's right. Comics Mainstream. Always gotta shout them out as well. And just because you know I believe you've read both Lost Magic and Elixir at this point. Is that right, Trinity?
I haven't had the time to properly sit down with Elixir yet, but I did skim through it, and I have read Lost Magic.
And did you like it? Did you want to give us a little bit of your review here? You know what I'm saying? What did you think of it? You must have, otherwise you wouldn't have came on the show. You know what I'm saying, Trinity?
Right. I find Lost Magic interesting. It isn't entirely my genre, but I did enjoy the time that I sat down with it. I do believe that it could have a tiny bit more polish to it, but it is very good, you know?
Oh man, cut the camera, you know what I'm saying? You
But
know
yeah.
Piper,
Sorry.
how are you doing?
My honest
Where can people find you, Piper?
Piper.com or on Instagram, Artist Piper.
That's right. And what's the best way if somebody wants to contact you? Is it for an art piece? Is it on Facebook through Instagram, or what's the best way? People
Probably my website, artistpiper.com.
Artist Piper. And how many do you have a wait list right now? I feel like you have so many people coming at you for covers.
Oh yeah. I mean, I stay busy, so I can get some, but.
Yep, I will say, you know, our process of working with Piper was very easy and nice going, and it was overall a very pleasant experience. Cannot recommend her enough. And again, you can just tell because Jarrett's getting her for another one, you know, shortly afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Keeps the trainer rolling. Again, thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you.
After an hour today, it was great talking to you. I always like to end these things with one person saying the last word. It can be any word. Christie, what do you want to leave the treehouse with?
Final.